Let's say that quarter, uh, we were expecting 10 million euros in interest payments that year, but Russia decided that we can pay only five. Okay. Well, up to six has to go to the senior. So senior gets the five, mezzanine and junior gets nothing. Or let's say Russia could only pay seven, senior gets the six, mezzanine gets one, even though they're entitled to two, or they are promised to, and junior gets nothing, so on and so forth. So you actually start bargaining with the uh, rating company. You say, what would take you to give me a singular rating on the single and triple B rating on the on the senior and triple B rating on the mezzanine? Well, if they don't, because ideally you want, mm, you want more on the junior and mezzanine because you don't make much money from the senior part. You make most of the money from the other parts. You start bargaining. I mean, you have a pile of crap, Russian Eurobonds, and from that crap, you create part of a big diamond, then maybe a gold ring, then complete crap after that. This is similar to using something like reverse osmosis to purify industrial wastewater. I've actually seen this in action. Summer of 2000, I was consulting for a secondary public offering of a Turkish textile firm. These guys were specialized on bed sets, but it was kind of an integrated. You know, they did their own material, all the painting, and other stuff. They were right next to a river, so they took water from the river for their processes. They did all of that, and there's a waste that's coming out of that. Well, you can't put that back into the river, right? So they go through a purification system. Don't ask me how it happens chemically. It's called reverse osmosis, and it has three stages. In the first stage, you basically make something that is not that harmful to the environment, but it's not drinkable either. After the second stage, it becomes drinkable. That part goes back to the river. I've seen the base from the first part. It is basically sludge. So that sludge is the junior trench. Okay. Usually, junior trench gets D ratings or no ratings at all. A lot of times, you can sell those to your customers who are in the business of taking that kind of risk. For example, we used to sell quite a bit of. There were debt that was issued by Soviet Union, and the Russian government had taken them over. We used to buy them at a discount and sell it to some of our clients. And initially, we started doing that around 96. Initially, our clients made a lot of money from those because they were so deeply discounted. But later on, obviously, they lost a lot of money on those. So what you do if Fitch doesn't give you the ratings that you want at the thresholds that you want, you go to the other ones. So there's kind of a almost built-in bias in terms of regardless of the type of issue. Uh, if it's a single A, you should probably think of that as triple B or maybe even lower, depending upon the country and the type of issue. Again, the in terms of sovereign, what they tag is a little bit different, but for example, S&P, you have AAA, AA, single A, triple B, double B, single B. Moody's does it a little bit differently. AAA, AA, A, but instead of triple B, you have BAA, BA, yada, yada, yada. Fitch is a little bit different, but a lot of times they also kind of do small downgrades and upgrades. For example, I may still keep you at triple B, but I could say outlook is negative. That means if things do not get better, we expect a downgrade. Or I may still have you at double B, but the outlook is positive. If they do not screw things up, we expect them to be investment grade next time over, so on and so forth. And you can get these from the websites of these companies. Good. Fenerbahce is losing. To me, they're the Real Madrid of Turkish league, a team everybody loves to hate. Since I'm a Barcelona fan, by construction, I hate Real Madrid. But I also associate Real Madrid with the. Do you guys know about the Spanish Civil War back in 30s? Spain was not a kingdom at that point. There was a dictator named Generalissimo Franco, and there were people who were Republicans, not the kind of Republicans we have. They were called Republicans. They fought against the regime. They lost. Real Madrid was the team of the uh, fascists, basically. Barcelona, most people, team of the Republicans, or Barcelona is also different. If you know anything about Barcelona, they're in the state of Catalonia. Catalonia actually speaks a different language. It is similar to Spanish in its structure. It's called Catalan. In fact, there was a movement for independence. And they kind of crashed it a little bit a few years ago, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen in the future. There's a big portion of Spanish uh, GDP comes from the Catalan region.